bucking more men, but simultaneously making more allegations about sexual allegations and things like that. And the demise of every man has been sexual related cases that they put him out of the figure of power specifically. And women know they can control it because you basically have the option to depopulate this world. You hold that power. You decide if you want to be a parent or not. The man doesn't have that option. He can choose to not be involved in the child life, but the government's going to hold him accountable. Well, on the woman's hand, she can just completely not even want to deal with anything pertaining to family. And it's like men try to protect them, and just like I think the lady said up there, men are unaliving themselves at a higher rate. It's not at a high rate more recently because we don't know how to even pursue a woman nowadays. If we try to pursue them, we come off as too aggressive, misogynist, all these things. So what we want is steady veering away from us, and simultaneously, it's also turning men into want to be women, and it's degenerating us. And I mean, just it's a lot of things, but I know there's a panel full of women, so I don't want to come on here like all women like that. They not. But the
Well,
majority
Trump,
of what I've been seeing,
Speak your mind, not
Trump,
offended.
While
This
real
is not
quick.
a safe space. You can speak your mind.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I don't, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion and everything. The only pushback that I have is I feel like men are being more feminized by MSM in a sense, because it's an agenda
MSM.
that's being pushed and it is for depopulation. So I hold very strong to that
Wait a
belief.
minute.
When it,
Wait a minute. You think men are trying to forcefully be more feminine, or you think they're trying to be more feminine?
no, what I'm saying is that the agenda is more so being pushed. And it starts off younger, and then they
But who
start to
push?
develop. Of course,
Who
they
pushes?
eventually become men that want
Who,
to
who,
do other things. They start off as kids, and they
who
want to do it.
pushes?
You said what?
Who pushes?
Liberal women with
Thank
the
you. Who
soft
pushes the
parenting
agenda?
shit, with the soft
Who pushes?
parenting shit.
Who pushes the
No, that's
agenda
what.
to be more sympathetic to everybody and everything that they do
I
specifically?
just said
Who
it.
pushes that agenda? Yeah,
Liberal
I know,
women.
but that's still women though, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to
Okay.
target women, but I mean, you got to think,
No.
add on the black to it, the oppression with the
Trump,
same narrative that we talking, but
Trump,
plus the oppressive
real quick,
behavior.
let me be clear here. None of us are triggered by anything you're saying. I promise you.
Yeah, we're not that
I just
Right.
don't
soft.
want nobody to feel
Right.
triggered.
No, I just
I
simply
just don't want
said
nobody
that
to
I
feel
felt like
triggered.
it's more so an agenda across the nation, essentially.
But look, if men were so dangerous and powerful, wouldn't we be doing more? If we were so bad and powerful and all this and that, wouldn't we be doing more right now to downgrade women, to hurt women, to put them in positions that they can have no power? Wouldn't we be doing that?
You do.
And they do.
They do.
What are you talking about? You do.
How? No,
In
no. I'm
some
saying like
aspects. In
I'm saying
some.
like like at a collective majority, like
Nobody said it was
You
overall.
ultimately a collective. We were
you
going by
do.
But
stats.
there's a collective majority of women doing the things that I'm mentioning, like ABs, saying sexual allegations against men.
But
There's a
the
big
difference is
majority of
we
women
have
doing that.
stats that we were talking about, and you're just
Cause y'all
talking about
target
basic.
men.
Yeah, no,
Y'all target men.
you essentially were just talking about it, and of course you had to put the race on it and all this other stuff, and I get it. But
I was being
no,
more
we were
specific.
essentially talking about the stats when it came to
Wait,
that.
okay, but it's women. Like so
Okay, may
throughout
I say
women's
something
suffrage.
real quick, Trump?
I yes,
May I
Hold
say
on.
ma'am.
something?
Let him get his thought
Yeah, go
out
ahead.
real quick.
Okay, thank you.
I was trying to say throughout women's suffrage, that was wrong. That was completely necessary. But the moment that women got equality, they still pushed it. They pushed against the patriarchal system, and they pushed so hard they started to say, you know what, we can have control in other ways. We know majority of men are trying to protect women, not harm them. But the statistics
Oh
show
shit.
only the bad instance. They don't have statistics on men doing good things for women.
Protecting women from
That's
who?
the odd proportion. That's the
Yes,
odd
they do.
proportionate rate. Where? Like what? What statistics show the good things that men do for women?
I mean, there's
Hold on,
plenty of
what?
things. You could look at it from a
Like what?
societal hold on, you could look at it from an infrastructure standpoint. I think it depends on
That's
the
not good for
category in which you
women.
want
That's
to.
good for everybody. I'm
Wait.
talking
So
about what do
building,
they do good for? I'm asking, like,
excuse me.
what do men do specifically that's good towards women
Well,
statistically?
let's look at it from a nuclear standpoint for the men who are doing the things that they need to do. I mean, they are facilitating a household
Those are women
financially,
who want it. Those are
structurally.
traditional
Let
women,
her
though,
finish,
right?
Trump.
But
Okay, let
that's
her
Trump,
still
you
an
gotta
finish.
let her
We're
answer.
finish.
talking
You
about
can't.
conditional
Trump,
women.
let her
But
get her thought out. Go
My
that's
ahead,
still
bad.
an
Trump.
answer, though. Whether it's a specific group or a specific demographic, it doesn't matter. That still ties into the men who are doing great things for women and their families. I don't know how you can discount that. That literally makes no sense to me.
Well, hold on,
not a
Trump.
stat.
Trump,
That's
hold
not a
on.
stat.
Gidget was trying to say something.
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'll be back.
Gidget.
Y'all know I love facts. I'll be back.
Go ahead, Gidget.
Oh, you in deep
Thank
shit
you.
now.
I was just gonna tell Jesse, like, this is not coming from an emotional aspect. These are numbers. Numbers do not have emotion. This has come from the Bureau of Justice, Justice Statistics. So I don't know what else to tell you. But it seems like it's coming from an emotional point for
Wait,
you.
who's Jesse? Who's Jesse?
You mean
Jay
me?
Tessie, I think. But
Yeah, I said
no,
sorry. I said I
that's
got
why-
cut her off
okay.
on accident.
No, that's okay. What do you mean? What part of what I said?
No, I was talking to Trump.
What
I'm sorry.
Because you said Jesse, and I'm like,
Did I? Or I probably said sorry, Jesse.
Yeah,
then
you said
Trump.
Jay
I don't
Tessie.
know. I'm sorry.
That's it, Gidget. I'm not
But
coming
no.
to your lives anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
But that
not
was my
get
whole
emotional.
point when I was saying that we were talking, like when Gidget said her feelings on it, and when TikTok stated her feelings on it, and they agreed that she feels like that it's men and stuff. They were basing it off statistics and everything. Whereas the wrongful accused and all this other stuff, statistic, what's that, about 1%?
So I got a question. Is
Wait,
there any
wait,
problem-
wait,
Depends.
Trump.
Hold on. I want
wanna
to
say
say something.
something.
So does that depend? And hold
Maybe.
on, Tessie. So I just want to ask a question, then you go. So we're talking about statistics, that being the 1%. Are we talking about violent crimes, or are we talking about the way the family court is used
No,
when
no.
it comes to statistics against men and women?
No, he had mentioned something pertaining to like it sounded like to me, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, as far as like we have the power to do the false allegations, all this other stuff and everything. Now, if we were talking about
Right.
that, okay, then that's like 1 to 2%.
can
And
one
that's
of you
when that's why I
Okay,
brought
I
up the
just wanted to
statistics
clarify.
and everything.
Well, hold on.
It's only
I-
1 or
you're not
2%
gonna be able-
because it's taken.
So hold on. I cut off.
Okay, so
Host,
then
you're
what's
not
the
going to be able to
rest
put
of
me
it,
on
though,
big
that
screen,
actually
but I
is
could
real?
talk about it. It's fine.
Wait, hold on.
I can talk
Real
about
quick.
it.
Yeah, I can.
I wanted to address something that Trump said about courting women.
Sorry,
yeah,
Tessie.
I definitely agree with that. That men have a tougher
I love
time courting women because of the feminist ideology that happens with a lot of these women when men try to court them and do the chivalrous thing. So yeah, I do admit that is a problem for sure.
So
Okay,
I
but
wanted
what-
to say
what
this.
does that
You know,
prove?
you
What does that
guys have
prove
to
of this?
understand, men may be the most violent, but I do believe that women are the most
You can
dangerous
change it.
because we are more calculated whenever we do something. People say day in and day out that women are more emotional than men. I don't agree with that because men have much more anger, and women, when we want to, and this has been proven because the FBI actually studies us more than they study men when it comes to crimes because we're more calculated. We can control it more. We'll poison you. We'll take time, months, years
made different.
to unalive a man that is
And you
doing
have a-
harm to
you have a
us.
better-
You see the difference? So, I mean, that's pretty dangerous. And then they can pass lie detector tests, all kinds of stuff because we can regulate our emotions when we need to.
So when a woman is a victim of any kind of sexual case, they use statistics to basically back any kind of claim that a woman makes. Not only that, but when you see the LGBTQ community, you don't see nobody making complaints about women and their LGBTQ-ness. Like trans men, you don't see nobody complaining about anything like that. The only people that
what?
be targeted is specifically
What?
men. You don't see women.
So-
What are you
He
talking
said
about?
it.
Hold on.
Wait. He said it incorrectly, but well, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
he
shut up.
didn't
I'm
say-
gonna
no,
shut
he
up.
didn't say
I'm gonna
it
shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
No, he didn't
So
say it
what I'm saying
incorrectly
is,
because
like-
this is the thing with trans men, they're not the ones that's the loudest and the ones that's trying to dominate a particular gender like on the other side. And that's why people have more to say about the other side. There's no trans
That's
men
what he
running
was
around
saying,
telling
though,
men
Renee.
to change the way they're named or something. Like I don't see trans
Yeah,
men
but
advocating
also-
for calling women birthing persons, but I see trans
Yeah,
women doing it.
Society
That's what the
accepts it more.
problem is.
So I
Society
did want to
accepts
tell you,
transgender
Renee.
men.
So I did
Well, what are you
want to
talking
tell
about? I
that
said
according-
society earlier, and you said that you basically made it seem like that wasn't a problem as far as it being an agenda.
No, I said society accepts transgender men.
Yeah, you guys are agreeing more.
They're
You guys are
pretty
agreeing.
quiet,
That's why I said he
actually.
said.
Yeah.
That's why I said you guys are saying the same thing. You guys, it's just he's
just
saying it
worded
wrong.
it.
Yeah, he's saying it
Yeah.
wrong.
So, but I did want to let you know, Renee, according to the FBI database, because I was curious. And so from the multi-year analysis tracking the FBI crime data documented an average false or baseless grape allegation rate at 5.5%. It has
Ooh, it
risen
went up.
up to 5.5. And a landmark of a 10-year study, the research has reported documented a confirmed false reporting rate at 5.9%.
Well, look,
Yeah.
we just saw two major cases of that happening: Amber Heard and Blake
Yeah.
Lively.
Yeah.
No, what?
And that's why I say
that
women
one- is
can
that the
be
same
very
girl?
dangerous.
Is one of them
You
the
know- you
name
see
of
what I'm
that
saying?
DoorDash girl or whatever?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, she another
Yeah.
one. But no, my whole thing was yes. At one point, it was 1 to 2% or whatever. Now it's going up. Of course, we see something changing within society. A lot of agendas are being pushed, and then boom, here comes the uptick when it
Me
comes
Too
to that.
movement.
So I get it,
Yeah.
and I'm
And
not even going to
another-
argue that point.
And what is really interesting is the National Registry of Exonerations, because of these certain false allegations, has been 45% of documented
Wow.
essay exonerations where individuals were later proven innocent
Wow.
because of DNA evidence.
And I'm sorry,
Okay.
those women that falsely accuse men of rape or anything like that, DV or anything, they should get the time that the man was supposed to get. Sorry, they
Absolutely.
should.
I 1,000.
I
And you know what?
Because-
I think they
because
should get
here's what
additional
happens.
time. Additional
Yeah,
time.
because here's what happens. You make it hard on women that it actually happens to because people look at you sideways like, is this real? They're going to question the people that are
but
actually not crying wolf.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
only that. Look how many families are destroyed because of that.
Yep.
So I'm an advocate of not only that time, but additional time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. With that.
1,000%.
I agree.
I'm sorry. Why the fuck does it take a year or two to try to give men access to their children? What the fuck are we doing?
Right.
You're hurting
And then
the
we
children.
complain, Tessie, and then they complain that men are not in the children's lives, right?
Yeah.
But look how
Because
long
you
it
ran
takes.
them off with your fucking
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
I've been a single father for the last 4.5 years. I got full custody of my only 2 daughters. You know how many CPS cases I've had for sexual allegations? 7 allegations
Who's
against me.
pushing
And I
those
beat every last
allegations?
one. But you know, I got 6 kids, but I only have 2 girls, and I have custody of my only 2 girls. It's either baby mamas or ex-girlfriends, and I've had 7 so far. I still got full custody of my kids. Every time they roll them out, you know what the department does? They hold nobody accountable. So in 2023 in Texas, they changed it to where people have to now they have to put their information down when they make allegations against
Oh
you.
yeah,
I
that's
haven't had a single
not just
allegation.
Texas. That's not just Texas. That's all over now because I worked in child welfare for 10 years, so that's not just they changed it.
Yeah,
We gotta now leave a
But
name.
why
You can no
target-
longer be
but why
anonymous.
target- but
In
why
all
target
fairness,
that
Angie,
logo?
some of us only keep track of our states.
Yeah, but
yeah.
But why,
yeah, if I
but
can
why
say this
target
though,
that
to be
logo?
fair, that particular system is trash anyways. Because how many kids actually are getting abused and they don't
Well,
do shit?
I can tell you that. I can tell you
That
that.
part.
I learned very early on.
But then